Aloha and welcome to 3-Minute Astronomy, a look at the vast worlds beyond our Earth. I'm Steve McGaughey, your NASA Solar System Ambassador. In 1610, Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei pointed his telescope to the night sky, discovering the 4 moons of Jupiter. In that same year, Galileo also discovered a strange oval surrounding Saturn, which later observations determined to be its rings. 13 years later, in 1623, the solar system's 2 giant planets, Jupiter and Saturn, traveled together across the sky. Jupiter caught up to and passed Saturn in an astronomical event known as a great conjunction. Now, great conjunctions between Jupiter and Saturn happen every 20 years, making the planets appear to be close to one another. This closeness occurs because Jupiter orbits the Sun every 12 years, while Saturn's orbit takes 30 years, causing Jupiter to catch up to Saturn every couple of decades, as viewed from Earth. So what makes this recent spectacle so rare then? It's been nearly 400 years since the planets passed this close to each other in the sky, and nearly 800 years since the alignment of Jupiter and Saturn occurred at night, as they did in 2020, allowing nearly everyone around the world to witness this great conjunction. All through the fall of 2020, Jupiter and Saturn moved closer in the sky. On December 21st, they appeared in almost exactly the same direction. Coincidentally, on the night of the winter solstice, the longest night of the year in the northern hemisphere and the longest day in the southern hemisphere, the long-awaited great conjunction occurred. Jupiter and Saturn were right next to each other, as they are every 20 years. But this juxtaposition was not just any great conjunction. It was the closest since 1623, because the 2 planetary giants passed only 1/10 of a degree from each other, well less than the apparent diameter of a full moon. Thank you for joining us in this discussion of the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. Until we return, you can learn more about our solar system by going to blogs.nasa.gov/planets. This has been 3-Minute Astronomy with your NASA Solar System Ambassador, Steve McGaughey. Looking up.